I am not going to let you go until you listen.
Listen to what? You're an asshole. Get off of my arm. I gotta pull me out my clothes. Get out of me. Get the off of me.
Don't you dare.
Get the off of me.
Put your hand behind your back.
I got his neck. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I'm going to punch you in the ribs. Let go.
I can't breathe. I cannot breathe.
Have you ever witnessed someone's out-of-control rage lead to their dramatic downfall? Watch as a woman's explosive temper escalates into a shocking arrest. Prepare for a gripping display of fury and defiance that ends with an unforgettable clash with the law. Seems like this woman just landed herself in hot water. But this is not the worst case. Just wait until you see this next one. On August 1st, 2023, an incident involving a disorderly and intoxicated woman at a Southwest Airlines flight escalated to law enforcement intervention. The woman, who was not identified at the time, exhibited erratic behavior and attempted multiple times to exit the plane through the rear hatch. Her actions prompted a response from airport officers who were dispatched to address the situation. Exhibiting signs of intoxication, tried to open the aircraft's back door several times. Despite the crew's efforts to manage the situation, the woman continued to be uncooperative, arguing with staff and resisting their attempts to calm her. The situation further deteriorated when she forcibly shoved a crew member who attempted to restrain her.
Comes in on this plane on 34, and she tries to go off the back of the plane to get out. She tries to open the back door.
Did she open it?
Her right there? Yeah.
Did she open it?
No.
Okay.
She tried to leave the secure area, so I tried to grab onto her. She shoved me, so I shoved her back to keep her out of the secure area.
Do we have an idea of her motives, or?
I don't know if it was just under the influence. I don't know if something else is going on, but you can't shove.
Yeah.
Tried, I guess, numerous times to come off and go out the door of the jet.
Is it because she was intoxicated, or what's
No, they said she wasn't there.
Oh, someone told us she's intoxicated.
Upon arrival, the police officers initially tried to communicate with the woman, who seemed disoriented and confused. She claimed to have an ex who was psychotic and out for her, which she suggested might explain her behavior. During their conversation, she repeatedly denied attempting to open the airplane doors or any other misconduct.
Hey, ma'am? I need to talk to you a little bit.
Yeah.
You okay? What's going on with you? What's going on?
I can't even explain it, but...
Stand right here. Stand right here by the water. You said you're not okay? Why aren't you okay?
Because I have an ex who's like psychotic, like out for me, so there you go.
Can you explain to us what happened on the airplane? Apparently, you had a couple steps that you took inside the airplane. You did a couple things in the airplane that aren't normal, and that's why we're talking to you.
No,
So you don't remember trying to open doors or anything like that?
David Edward Sam.
That's why we're here. We don't bother people for no reason at all.
I have an ex that's psychotic.
Nancy Henry Lee.
Okay, well, forget your ex.
170.
Yeah,
What happened on the airplane? You don't remember trying to open any doors or anything like that?
No.
The officers, noting her incoherence and signs of intoxication, decided to escort her out of the airport to ensure the safety of other passengers and staff. The interaction between the officers and the woman was marked by increasing tension as she resisted their attempts to guide her to the airport's exit. Her behavior escalated to verbal abuse and physical resistance, which led to her being handcuffed.
Pick up your stuff. We'll get you over here, get you out of here.
We're trying to make sure you can still fly out on us, that's all.
Okay, all right. So I can fly back to New Hampshire and just
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I want to make sure you're okay to do, that's all.
Yes.
We're getting you out of here. You don't have to go to...
Here, out of where? Like
Out of the airport, miss. We don't want you here.
Okay, so am I going home?
Yes, you take an Uber and get out of here. Let's go, let's go. We're wasting so much time. We're wasting too much time.
Just keep going. Hey, it's going. Yeah.
No.
We're taking you to your Uber.
Can you stop?
No, I cannot, because you're not listening.
Okay,
The alternative.
Now I'm going to start videoing you so your behavior's on file.
Right over here to the elevator, miss. Ma'am.
no, I get that. Hey, get off me! Get off of my arm!
Keep walking.
Seriously, get off of my arm!
Keep walking.
I am not going to let you go until you listen.
Listen to what? You're an asshole! Get off of
Come
my
on.
arm! Get
You
off
listen
me.
to me, okay?
Hey, okay,
You listen to
me.
Okay, well, you
Listen to me.
Hold on.
Listen to me. You're not gonna.
You are. I get that. But you're gonna totally get the off my arm.
You're under arrest,
Get
man.
the. I'm under arrest.
Now go get off your
I
phone.
know I look like I'm kidding you. Christina.
Despite multiple warnings, the woman continued to be disruptive, insisting on minor issues like a strand of hair in her face and accusing the officers of misconduct. Eventually, she was arrested and charged with disorderly intoxication, a common legal response to public disturbances involving alcohol.
I'm asking you a question.
It's been answered. You just refuse to understand. Have a conversation with you when you deny everything. You're too drunk to understand. You don't even know what you did on the airplane. You claim everybody else is lying. So why should I continue to? But you have a whole crew and a whole airplane full of people saying you did those things, but you say no. So just keep quiet, because we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get. It's nothing.
Following her arrest, the woman was taken into custody and booked. The legal process involved a standard procedure of documenting the incident, processing her details, and eventually presenting her before a court. She was released to the custody of a friend the following morning. The charges against her included disorderly intoxication, which can carry various penalties depending on jurisdiction and the specifics of the case.
Okay, why am I not allowed?
Because you're not at booking yet. You got to get to booking first.
Why would I even get booking? I'm not.
You're under arrest, miss.
For what?
Disorderly.
I wasn't even like on the plane. Like this is.
Ma'am.
We already discussed this, and that's why I don't want to have a conversation with you.
In Florida, disorderly intoxication is governed by Florida Statutes Chapter 856.011, which addresses behaviors involving public intoxication that disrupt public peace or safety. Penalties for disorderly intoxication generally include a second-degree misdemeanor charge for a first offense, potentially resulting in up to 60 days in jail, 6 months of probation, and a fine of up to $500. Subsequent offenses carry enhanced penalties, which may involve increased fines, extended probation periods, and possible incarceration. Chapter 856. Yo 11 mandates that individuals engaging in disorderly conduct while intoxicated, particularly those who endanger public safety or cause significant disturbances, face legal consequences aimed at preserving public order and safety. Let's start with this 19-year-old who is arrested at Chipotle after hitting her co-worker with a tray. On June 20th, 2024, a dispute between two employees at a Chipotle restaurant culminated in a violent altercation, resulting in the arrest of a 19-year-old woman. The incident, captured on video and witnessed by several individuals, highlights the severity of workplace conflicts and the legal repercussions of physical violence. The altercation began when the young woman, who was ringing up a customer, refused help from a coworker, according to reports. The coworker's offer was met with hostility, and he was subsequently heard threatening her to a manager. As the confrontation escalated, the coworker slapped the woman, prompting her to retaliate. The situation worsened when she grabbed a metal tray, typically used for serving food, and struck him with it, causing significant damage and injury.
And then after a customer starts walking out, he go ahead and slaps the out of me.
Alright.
So I started hitting him back. So self-defense.
Okay.
And that's all that happened. But he broke my glasses.
Okay.
Coworker tried to help me. I told him, I don't need your help. I didn't ask for it. Please let me do it. And he goes to my manager, goes, I'm gonna beat the out of this.
Okay.
And I went to play assault charges on him.
What'd you see happen?
So all I know is he kept telling her to leave her alone. And she kept like taunting him and saying stuff to him as he was trying to bag my order.
Okay.
And next thing I know, like they went towards the bag and she like shoulder checked him.
Okay.
So he pushed her off of her and then she grabbed a metal like I guess it was like a pizza dish. 1 second, I'm with the police. It was like a pizza dish. It was circular,
Okay.
and she hit him with it.
Is he alright?
I think so,
Okay.
but he's pissed.
Okay.
Witnesses described the incident as a back-and-forth exchange of provocations and physical aggression. The coworker's initial slap was a response to the woman's verbal taunts and physical provocation. However, Her reaction hitting him with the tray and causing him injury was deemed excessive.
Literally trying to, because she bringing somebody else wrong, so I'm trying to help her. And she get the dog and you talking about leave me alone, basically down the third. So I'm like, bro, at least you better get her or something, because like I ain't do nothing to her, I'm just trying to help her. So she pushed me, so I tried to throw the hot at her, like don't push me. I get back to doing my orders, I'm gonna go get a hot. And she's still trying to hit me, so I hit her. Like I hit her twice. And then I let go of her, and she's still trying to run at me. And my manager grabbed her. And I just like walked casually to the back. He started calling my mom and my manager and stuff. Okay. Trying to tell them what happened.
Yeah, why is she putting her hands on a minor? Like,
Did she hit you with anything?
She tried to hit me in the head with a dining tape like tray.
Okay, is that the one that's on the ground then?
Yep, the metal one. Yeah.
Upon arrival, police interviewed both parties and reviewed surveillance footage from the restaurant. The video clearly showed the woman instigating the conflict and escalating it with physical violence, despite her claims of self-defense. The evidence led to her arrest. The police determined that her actions constituted assault, and she was taken into custody. She was informed of her rights and the charges against her, and the co-worker was not arrested.
Joanna and Des got in a fight. I'm like, a fist fight? He's like, yeah. So boom, I'm like, okay. He pulls up the camera. I can pull it up for you if you want to, actually.
If you do it on your phone or...
Hey, Des. What time it start?
Huh?
What time it start?
Probably like 10 seconds.
All right.
She, basically, they start getting into it. She starts throwing her hands up, is yelling at him.
Mm-hmm.
She pushes him. They like walk past each other, and he pushes her back. And then they kind of go into the grill area. On the video, Kelly? Joanna.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19? Okay, can you go ahead and stand up for me real quick? All right, you can turn around, put your hands behind your back for me.
He hit me first. That's self-defense.
Right now you're going to be placed under arrest for assault, okay?
I got the first charges on me. He hit me first.
Okay, well you're being considered the prime aggressor, alright?
How?
Just need you to come with
He
me.
saw me first because
We're going right there.
nobody saw it after me.
You're considered the primary aggressor, ma'am.
How?
Because we have video and video evidence and witnesses that are saying that, okay?
The 19-year-old woman was charged with assault, which in legal terms involves intentionally causing another person to fear imminent physical harm or engaging in physical contact that is harmful or offensive. Given that the attack involved using a metal tray and caused injury, the charges carried significant legal consequences, according to Florida statutes. Specifically, Chapter 784, assault and battery laws are well defined. Under Section 784.03, assault is classified as either a simple assault, a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 60 days in jail and/or a $500 fine, or an aggravated assault, a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and/or a $5,000 fine, particularly if a deadly weapon is used or if the assault is committed with the intent to commit a felony. All right, let's move to this next case where things might get even messier. On June 13, 2023, law enforcement officers responded to a distress call concerning a squatter at a residence that had been legally evicted. The scene unfolded as officers arrived to find a woman refusing to vacate the premises, despite clear indications that the property had been vacated and secured weeks prior. Upon arrival, officers encountered a chaotic situation. The woman, who had been residing in the apartment for about 5 days, was obstructing the process of removal. She claimed to have permission from a previous tenant, Brent, who had been evicted almost a month earlier, despite her assertions. It was evident that the apartment was no longer under Brent's control, and the locks had been changed to prevent unauthorized access.
There are all kinds of people in the apartment down here. They ain't supposed to be in there. They're not supposed to be in there? Nope.
At the apartment, it was fucking up or whatever. He came, I was sitting over there, took the door in, he was like, he told JB Crossfire, he was like, we're Rich, I said, just me and my brother.
Do you live here?
No, Brent left me. Brent came the other day. They was here.
You're not allowed in there. You're not right. You
I
gotta
just
go.
came here and cleaned up and stuff, and he left me responsible for the house. He said, you can stay here.
Okay.
He's being evicted now. He's in the process of being evicted.
No, he's been evicted.
Yeah.
So Brent is the one who lives
He's the
here?
owner of the house. Yes, anybody was coming over here, smoking, doing whatever in the fucking house was told.
Brent's been evicted? How long have you been staying?
I've been here about 5 days now.
5 days?
Yes.
During the encounter, the woman exhibited defiant behavior, arguing with officers about her right to remain and delaying her departure by insisting on additional time to gather her belongings. Her demands were met with patience from the officers, who allowed her a short period to collect her items. However, her attitude and resistance escalated the situation.
Hey, we gotta get going, all right? I understand that. There's no, hold on, listen.
You don't understand.
I do.
Want her to get up and leave.
I do understand, okay?
Well, what's she supposed to do with all this stuff? Just leave it here?
I'm not saying
That's
that.
what you want.
Okay.
I have a right to be here.
Here's the thing, though. You don't have a right to be here. That's why we're here. Okay? You don't have permission to be here. Okay?
I do have permission from the owner.
You do not.
He asked me that I could lost the right to this apartment. Yeah.
He was evicted. Okay.
He was evicted, ma'am. So
Yes.
I just went through that. Like, and I know what the process is.
Okay. Cleared everybody out of here. They took all the stuff out of here. They changed the locks on the door. We've told him several times. He broke back into his apartment.
Listen, we're not trying to make this something that it don't need to be.
He had to give me time, like an hour, 3, 8 o'clock in the morning. So I just really got off work.
Right, it is 8 o'clock in the morning.
And everybody said, "Oh, I had to get my, like, all my shit is in here."
I understand that.
As officers worked to manage the situation, they discovered that the woman had provided false identity information. Once her true identity was verified, it was revealed that she had active warrants for her arrest related to child support issues. This discovery led to further complications.
You are Shaquita, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For non-support, go put your hands on your back.
What's non support?
Child support.
Child support?
Yeah.
I ain't got no child support. I'm not on no child support.
What do you mean?
I'm not on child support.
What is your name?
Shaquita, but I'm not on child support. What is child support?
Listen, stop.
No. I gotta pull me out my clothes. Get out of me. Get the f off me.
Don't you dare.
Get the f off of me.
Put your hand behind your back.
I ain't got his name. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I'm gonna punch you in the ribs. Let go.
I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. Oh, I cannot breathe. I can't breathe.
Let go.
I can't breathe.
Let go.
He put the in my chest.
Let go.
Stop, Greg. Stop hitting me.
Let go.
The woman resisted arrest, physically confronting officers and claiming that her handcuffs were too tight. Her struggle was met with additional force as officers tried to restrain her, despite her claims of difficulty breathing and requests for leniency. The officers proceeded with the arrest. The confrontation was tense and highlighted the difficulties law enforcement faces when dealing with individuals who resist compliance.
This is too tight. It's pushing in my wrist.
Dear, those are not.
Yes, they are. So they're pushing in my wrist. They are. All my kids are not going to go nowhere.
I'll fix it. Relax. Relax.
Shit. I don't have a child support warrant.
What you do?
I don't. How? How do I?
6 is on leads.
Fuck. This is still too tight. This is still too tight. It's tight in my wrist.
Shaquita.
Don't push me. Push down my fucking wheel. That's why I just got my cover spot.
There's nothing in there.
All right, fellas. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational contents in the future. Thanks for your support.